back to the Ms.Dria show, where I'm your host, Ms.Dria, and I have my lovely co-host here, Lady T.
I am in the house. Thank you.
Now, here with us, we have the next force to be reckoned with in the hip-hop industry, Wilameana Jones, a.k.a. Empress Raw.
Okay. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
No, I'd like to thank you for coming out.
Appreciate you.
How are you?
I'm lovely. I'm splendid right now.
Perfect. Now, where are you from?
I'm from Miami. I'm actually from down south, Perrine, actually. So
Perrine
is in the bitty. Yes, on the check-in.
Okay. Now, you've been creating a name for yourself, starting off as a female MC, and you've been known for ripping the stages throughout the Southeast while appearing on various mixtapes, websites, and blogs.
Correct.
Right? So, how long have you been in the industry?
You can say, because like you just said, I started off as rapping. And, now I'm on universemiami.com. Shout out to universemiami.com. DJ Radimus, I know you probably tuned in. I've been rapping and in the industry for about 10, maybe actually a little more than 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Okay, so what inspired you to pursue a career in the entertainment industry?
I guess since I've been a little girl, I've always been on the stage. Like, I started off dancing from a young age. I mean, ballet, tap, dancing, African dance. I've always been into entertainment like that. And then from there, even in elementary school, I used to be reporting the news or doing the morning announcements or the Pledge of Allegiance. So I've always kind of been doing that forever. And, it's just been ongoing.
Okay. Now, as she stated before, if you guys were not paying attention, she is our fellow Universe Miami family member.
Yes.
And she does her own show, which is titled The Wilameana Jones Experience.
No, you got to say Wilameana.
The Wilameana Jones
Experience. Yes.
Okay. Now, how long have you been doing that?
I've been on Universe Miami for like 2 years now. Okay. I've been doing radio though actually for like 4 years, 2 years on the underground on the 89, big ups to 89.1 before I got on to internet radio. So I've been doing radio for about 4 years.
Okay, perfect.
Wow.
And when does your show come on for the people?
Tuesdays, 8 to 10. Now we have a live audience at Cafe Iguanas before Touch the Mic Tuesday. So anybody that watches this show, make sure you come out and support and join us, or log on universemiami.com 8 to 10 p.m. on Tuesdays.
Okay. And just what a little taste about, like, what do you do on your show? What do you talk about?
I interview the upcoming artists of Miami, also just different entrepreneurs, business people, just the culture. My whole motto is I'm here to promote the culture. So basically, whatever has to do with Miami culture and beyond is what I'm covering week to week on the show.
Giving them a platform.
Giving them a platform. I started, basically my show got popular because I had a bunch of underground artists that would come through. Everybody that was buzzing or had a mixtape or a project coming up, they would come to my show. So that's how it pretty much got, kind of popular.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So we usually do this thing where we like to show a clip and we ask you, what do you think?
Okay.
So we're going to have a what do you think clip come up.
What do you think? Let's see what I think.
During a town hall meeting in Bridgeton, Maine, Governor Paul LePage was asked what he was proposing to do about the state's spiraling heroin epidemic. He said the issue wasn't with the heroin users, the addicts, it was more with the traffickers. This is how he described them. Let's take a look at the video.
These are guys of the name D-Money, Smoothie, Shifty, these type of guys that come from Connecticut, New York. They come up here, they sell their heroin, then they go back home. Incidentally, half the time they impregnate a young white girl before they leave.
D-Money, Smoothie, and Shifty. It's those three well-known. It's like the Three Stooges, but of the sort of this guy who's got these antiquated street names. I don't know where he's pulling it from. He goes on. We had to cut it there for the video feed, but he went on to say they impregnate a white girl before they leave, which is a real sad thing, because then we have another issue that we've got to deal with down the road. We're going to make them very severe penalties.
Elliot, you're right. I mean, he keeps going. You know, the kicker, the coup de grace, they're going to impregnate our white chicks. Then we've got a whole separate issue. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So he's since apologized. Attempted to apologize. He then quoted, in his apology, he quoted from Rocky, said he was quoting from a Rocky movie, although no one's actually sure which of the 6 films he was quoting from. When he says, "Yous don't like me and I don't like yous," specifically meaning the media and the main newspapers. He has had a history of conflict and confrontation with the main newspaper and the media in the state. He goes on to say, "I was going impromptu and my brain didn't catch up to my mouth. Instead of Maine women, I said white women. If you go to Maine, you can see it's 95% white. Fabulous. So just keep digging. Just keep on digging. Get your heads out of the sand," he says. Oh, okay. It's great when it's the media's fault for reporting live exactly what he said.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, unforgivable, completely, and as I said, just to add insult to injury, comically antiquated use of these names. Smoothie.
And he needs to look into his own drug enforcement agency, because they did an arrest this week. The 3 heroin traffickers that they arrested were all 3 white people. One of them, a married couple, and another white woman.
Right.
So he doesn't really look at even his own.
Right. So I mean, there you go. Some facts perhaps would be helpful. I mean, he's as I said, he's a controversial figure. The governor. This is the governor of Maine. He's a controversial figure. He was threatened with impeachment over his actions in regards to his Democratic rival's appointment as president of one of the charter schools. He wanted him out. He wanted him ousted, and he was threatened with impeachment. Didn't actually come to that. So he's no stranger to controversial actions and controversial statements. As I said, he's had a long-standing beef with the newspapers in Maine. This is just adding to it. I can see they don't really need any help here. Adding fuel to the flames. Racist. I mean, there's nothing like... There's one thing to be racist, but it's to be comically antiquated at the same time. That's a special trig.
Wow.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. Like,
where do they grow these stupid white people? I'm sorry. Ignorant. I can't think. Okay, you tell me the best politically correct way to say this. Where do these people come from?
That's the way.
Smooth and these are the people that's selling the heroin. Most black folks ain't trying to dip into no heroin. Most black folks trying to roll up a silk tongue, eat some fried chicken, and just chill, watch a rerun of the Alabama game. That thing was good. But most people ain't trying to do. What is he talking with?
what is he trying to imply? That
And
just
then
black
impregnate
people.
a white girl.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do he know that the white chicks is the ones
They be
run
coming
the
after
line to
them.
this move?
Yeah.
Hello.
We can't even get in line for them.
Hello, somebody.
Okay.
Tell the truth.
Taking fat out of their lips and their stomach and everywhere.
Don't
else
do.
to get a
Don't.
little bit
Hey.
of booty.
Don't do them like that now.
No, boo. No, boo.
You telling
No,
the truth though.
Look.
But
it
wow,
makes
that
me
was
upset.
definitely a very racist
Racist.
comment.
That was racist. That was
Very
straight up racist.
straight, extremely.
I don't even know how. Well, I'm pretty sure the people following him are, they think the same way he thinks.
Where did that come from, though?
His heart.
Yeah,
That's
his
how
brain-
he-
he
that's
said
how he-
my
he
brain
said, yes.
didn't catch up with my lips,
That
or my
means-
lips left my brain. Something he said,
His
stuff wasn't matching.
His mouth was talking before his head was think, but that means he really feels that
He
way.
feel that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He feel that way. That
That's
man
crazy.
feel that way. Oh, I wish I had a son named Be Smooth. I'd try to find out where he said Dakota. 95% of them women over there are white. I wish I could just send one of our studio reps or our studio people, our cameraman, he black as hell. I wish I could send him up there just to bang his daughter. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm
Lady
serious.
T,
that
no,
kind
no.
of stuff make me so upset.
That's
You
horrible.
shut up.
And his worst fear is gonna come true.
Yeah, it is. It
Oh,
is.
his daughter
It is.
gonna get her son.
Oh Lord,
She probably already getting it too, ain't it?
Possibly, Lady D.
Okay, I'm sorry. We done went left field. I'm sorry.
Shut out.
Okay, we have one more clip, and we're going to see what's that about.
I'd like to ask you something.
We've got time.
All right. It occurred to me, having watched MTV over the last few months, that it's a solid enterprise and it's got a lot going for it. I'm just floored by the fact that there's so few black artists featured on it. Why is that?
I think that we're trying to move in that direction. We want to play artists that seem to be doing music that fits into what we want to play for MTV. The company is thinking in terms of narrow casting.
That's evident. It's evident in the fact that the only few black artists that one does see are on about 2:30 in the morning or to around 6. Very few are featured predominantly during the day.
No, that's a...
I'll say that over the last couple of weeks these things have been changing, but it's a slow process.
I know, it's funny, I think people have different perceptions. When you wind up watching, let's say you watch an hour or 2 or even 3 a day, people somehow come away with different ideas about what we are doing. We don't have any kind of day parting for anything, let alone a black artist day parted out of what would be, quote, prime time. We don't have that.
Because one sees a lot there's one black station on television that I keep picking up. I'm not sure which station it's on, but there seem to be a lot of black artists making very good videos that I'm surprised aren't used on MTV.
Well, of course, also we have to try and do what we think not only New York and Los Angeles will appreciate, but also Poughkeepsie or Midwest. Pick some town in the Midwest that will be scared to death by Prince, which we're playing, or a string of other black faces.
That's
and black
very
music.
Interesting. Isn't that interesting?
You know, we have to play the music that we think an entire country is going to like, and certainly we're a rock and roll station now. The question would be asked, well, should, since we're in New York, should PLJ play, the Isley Brothers? Well, you and I might say, yeah, because we have grown up in an era when the Isley Brothers mean something to me, and so do the Spinners, even way after the Isley Brothers. But what does it mean to a 17-year-old? Well, if you talk on the phones to these guys like I did when I was in radio, it's
Well,
scary.
I tell you what it means. I tell you what maybe the Isley Brothers or Marvin Gaye means to a black 17-year-old.
Ah.
And surely he's part of America as well.
No
isn't he?
question, no question. And that's why you're seeing those things.
Do you
happen
not
on
find that
TV.
it's a frightening predicament to be in?
Yeah, but less so here than in radio.
And is it not? Well, no, don't say. Well, it's not me, it's them. Is it?
No,
Is
well, that's
not? Is
why
it not possible that it should be a conviction of the station and of other radio stations? To be fair, it does seem to be rampant through American media. Should it not be a challenge to try and make the media far more integrated in music,
happening.
especially of anything in musical terms?
Absolutely, I think it's happening because white music and white musicians are now starting to play more than ever, more than they have lately, let's say, in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
What black artists have been into. And now, hopefully, the lines are going to start to blur. And when we play a band like ABC,
Yeah.
well, there's white and black kids who are enjoying it, and all of a sudden, well, it's a little bit easier for a white kid to understand it. The fact is, quite frankly, I could even point you towards a letter in the new issue of The Record,
Yeah.
the magazine The Record, responding to an article by Dave Marsh, that this kid just ranted about what he didn't want to see on MTV.
Well, that's his
And in no
problem.
uncertain terms, well, what I'm saying, though, is that there's, as you say, there's certainly a lot of black kids and white kids who may want to see black music. There's a ton of them who are, it's not like it was in '67 where you say, yeah, I'm not into that, you know, but you are, yeah. Now it's, you're into that, I don't like you. And that's scary, and we can't just turn around and go, well, look, this is the right way. We can only teach, I think, a little bit at a time.
Interesting. Okay, thank you very much.
Does that make sense? Valid point?
I understand your point of view.
Okay.
David, David
on?
Bowie.
Hello. Oh, okay, yeah. Wow, he was sitting there looking like, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not gonna say I agree with what you're saying.
That he looking at this guy like he's foreign.
Rest in peace to David Bowie. He was an icon, a
right.
music legend. Married to the model Iman, and he passed recently a few
Right.
days ago. Right?
Yeah. Let's dance. Oh, love me some David Bowie. I fell in love with him when I found out that he was with Iman. I mean, anytime you see a look, he was cool to me in my book. Okay, he done earned it. He can get it.
And married a
okay.
superstar. Iconic model like that.
And trying to bring awareness back in '84. I'm told that
Yeah.
that was done in '84.
Yes.
And trying to bring awareness to people to get more black. And see,
That it was okay.
to bring music from different artists. Back in my day, y'all don't remember, but we used to have shows called the American Bandstand. And you could see all kinds of artists up there. But as soon as you saw somebody black or look like you, and in the audience, they let the blacks and the whites dance. What that boy named? The Twitch, come on, baby, let's do the
Chubby
heavy
Chase?
switch. Yeah, the chubby man.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And you saw black girls dancing with white dudes, and okay, that thing just made my heart. When I seen that, I just knew there was a God, because people was not letting people integrate the way they were, and certain black artists had to do their music, not like you, but do their music and not put a face. Just to get it sold. So, I mean, for him to be a pioneer or to at least try to get that started, my heart goes out to him and the family.
And rest in peace to the legend.
It's
A
nice.
real legend.
It's always nice when people are fighting for someone other than themselves.
That's true.
Right.
But
And then here we go. We don't even want to fight for one another. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Whole nother story.
Exactly.
Tell the truth.
Exactly. Do you have any projects or any upcoming events?
Right now, shout out to DJ Radimus again. Like I said, the whole UNTV family. You can look and lay around for my app. The Wilameana Jones Experience app is coming soon, so I'm looking forward to that. The show at Iguanas is gonna be crazy this year. We're going to like a whole new level. I can't spoil the surprises, but make sure you come through. I just want to say shout out to everybody who voted for me last year. I won Woman of the Year for 2015. So I want to say shout out and salute and thank you to everybody. Also, Black Bottle Girls. They made me a Black Bottle Girl last year. So I had a pretty good year, 2015. So I'm just looking forward to this year. All the great things, all the favor, all the blessings that's coming, because 2015 was pretty solid. So this year I'm just
Things are coming.
Woo!
2016.
Woo! UNTV, UniverseMiami.com. We're going to be on fire. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked right here for all the new shows and everything that's going on. And I'm just excited. It's a bunch of new things that's coming up that I'm going to get ready to do as far as with artists and everything. But make sure you follow me at Empress Raw, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Follow me so you can keep up close and personal with everything that I have going on. But if 2015 was crazy like that, I'm just definitely looking forward to this year. It's going to be a lot of greatness going on. Believe that.
Feel your energy. I just love
Thank
your
you.
energy,
Thank
girl.
you.
I can
Yours
tell
too.
When she was little, she was one of them children that you had to say, sit down, be still, go on over, stop.
Yes, because I had to hold it all in right now. Because you know what? The funniest part is I'm not used to being interviewed. I'm used to doing the question. So it's very different for me. But I'm just here chilling like, okay, we on Ms.Dria's show. So I'm going to let Ms.Dria do her thing. Yes.
It's a big difference. But I like to thank you for coming out.
Thank you so much for having
You're
me.
welcome.
PR, appreciate you. She's definitely on point. She keeps things on point. We got to shout her out, you know.
I like to,
over here, yes.
Welcome you back anytime you feel welcome.
Okay.
Anytime you want.
Yes, thank you. I'll definitely be here. Wait, can you tell me something real quick?
Go ahead.
What is the Model Gang?
Model Gang is my brand.
Okay.
So you want to be a part of Model Gang? You feel like, whatever it is you doing, you an MC, you doing, you on your grind, you just trying to be your best and look your best and everything like that.
Oh, so it's
Model
like a
Gang.
woman type
It's
of
up for
movement?
guys and girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's as long as you about you building yourself, whether you go to the gym and you feel like you look good, or whether you in school feeling like you got your thing going on. You a role model for someone else. You can be that model.
Oh, okay. I get
Yeah.
it, Marty. See how I flipped that and asked you a question? I couldn't help it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to let you do your job. I'm not going to interview you. I'm going to let you interview me.
It's fine.
Okay,
It's
fine.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. I had to get one.
Sit down.
I'm sorry. Sit down.
Well,
I had to get one question, and I just I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. Yes.
Fine,
Okay.
it's fine. It may be other people wondering. So good. Whoever wants to be a part, feel free to join.
Make sure you hit her up.
Thank you.
Yes.
So like I said, I'd like to thank you for coming out to the show.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have great energy too, and
Thank
you know,
you.
keep up the good work. And welcome to UniverseMiami.com.
Thank you.
How long have you been on here
This
now?
is like what, my 10th episode?
Okay,
10?
cool. Well, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna ask some more questions. I'm gonna let you do your show.
Okay. Now we're gonna take a break with the Ms.Dria show, and when we finish, we're gonna come back with our next guest. Stay tuned.